Hello, good evening. I hope everybody's doing well. Nobody's on here right now, and that is fine. I'm going to give it a second and hopefully we'll have some people join. This is Kenya Rahmaan, the author and founder of the Child Support Hustle and the Reform Child Support Now movement. Hope everybody is well and safe this evening. Trying to adjust this light and everything like that so that I'm not blinded by the light. So I hope everybody's doing well. As you can see by the title, um, this is I think an interesting topic because it's pretty much a response video, if you will, um, based on an article by Ann Wolf. Make sure I have her, Anna Wolf, out of Mississippi. And thanks everybody for joining. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Um, and the title was important for one because it caught my attention because one, they don't usually discuss child support issues in mainstream media unless they're glorifying it for whatever reason. There's not a lot of uh, topic. They don't discuss it a lot when it comes to anything negative. So that was one thing, and the second thing was I'm sorry. The article had a direct quote from a Mississippi senator. His name is Hob Bryan from Armory. Hi, Alexander. Hi, Ethan. And the quote was, "The child support system in Mississippi is fucked up, and no one knows how to unfuck it." That was wow, right? I don't know if they'll bleep. I don't know how the custom works, but I was like, wow, okay. So one, we have the media discussing this child support system. That most people know that, like parents and advocates for change, we know that the system is fucked up, but the government and the media is not quick to discuss it. And secondly, we have an elected official publicly admitting that it's fucked up and saying that nobody knows how to fix it. I've never even seen it happen. Everything's always just fine when you talk to people that advocate for this system, and everything's just great, and the children are great, and the system is great. But it just, I said this needs to be discussed further. And why not now? And why not me? So um, on this video, I'm going to talk about something specific, but I wrote an article about this, and I discussed three topics in particular. And you can go and read the article at thechildsupporthustle.com. And the three topics that I discussed in detail there that we can introduce right away to unfuck the child support system is, for one, we can stop forcing low-income custodial parents from suing the other parent for child support when they apply for public benefits, specifically TANF cash benefits and Medicaid. Don't make them sue the other parent who is more than likely low income for child support. For so many reasons, that's wrong. The second thing, repeal the Bradley Amendment. And you can go and read the article and why that's so important. And the third thing is to make shared parenting, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought, mandatory when child support orders are initiated, when they're established. 50-50 shared parenting, zero child support. Just make it even, straight down the middle. Don't, when there's cases of proven domestic violence and child abuse, of course not. But they have rules for that. Of course, there'll be cases when the parents live in different states. That is going to be accommodated for. But when it's just a straight down the middle, 50-50, no child support. That's three easy. Just do it tomorrow. The system is going to start to unfuck itself. So, but this video, I want to talk about another issue, and I'm going to talk in detail. And that's about the pass-through policy that is going on, and it guarantees that child support payments do not reach the most vulnerable people, the children that are on public assistance. So, okay, let me find myself. I'm sorry, guys. I just got to find my place. Okay, so everybody knows that the child support the system is messed up. So the child support system, how they justify this is that they say that the child support system is a great investment. It's the best investment, one of the best investments that the United States government has ever made in its citizens. That's how they continue to justify robbing parents, robbing taxpayers, robbing the children, robbing all of us. They say it's a great investment. And how one way that they justify this is they say, and this is proven, that for every dollar that they spend for the child support program, in return they get the return of investment. I'm sorry, the return on investment for fiscal year 2019 was $5.06. So that's $4.06 of profit. And they say that that's collected for families. This is from the Office of Child Support Enforcement in DC. They say that, but on their own admission, they say they're giving it to the families, but they say, and we all know, it's a welfare recovery program. That's why that program was designed. Now they're trying to switch it over and make it like it's not a welfare program, a welfare recovery program, just to get the people that's not involved in welfare to enroll in this program. That's why it's voluntary. But the bottom line is a welfare recovery program. So, because of this, the custodial parent has to sign their right. When they sign up, they apply for public benefits. They have to sign their rights to the child support collected on their behalf over to the state. So they don't have, it's not their money anymore. You can't take the money out of it, Jason. This child support system is all about money. It's all about money. Taking money out of it, it would be welfare. That's it. So they say that they collect this money on behalf of the families, but families don't receive the money. The first thing that must be accomplished is to pass through every penny of the child support that's collected to the families when they sign up for public assistance. It's their money. Child support, welfare benefits are already paid for by tax dollars. And I say this over and over again because it's the backbone of the system. It's how they justify this. So it's already paid for. So it's being repaid and repaid and repaid. So if you stop keeping this money, that's one way that's going to benefit. They say that this system is helping bring children out of poverty, helping non-custodial parents become self-sufficient. How is that possible when you're keeping the money that is being paid for child support? Most of the families in the child support program have limited income. That's the custodial parent and the children and the non-custodial parents. That's the bulk of the people involved in the program. So you have a group of low-income people paying into a program and getting nothing out of it over years. And this has been going on for decades now. So of the 26 jurisdictions, all the jurisdictions the nation, 26 jurisdictions have been keeping every dime of the child support paid on behalf of the children who currently or previously have TANF cases. So the remaining states that passed through the child support collected, 24 passed through from at least $50 up to $200. If you have 2 or more children, you'll get $200 of your money. And there's some special pass-through cases, and I want to go over these especially. So the pass-through, so you get a check, right? Your monthly benefit. I'm gonna go to Georgia first. So Georgia, you'll get a check, I think it was $303 of a monthly check. Say the non-custodial parent pays $500 a month. They're going to supposedly, Georgia is supposed to pass through up to the unmet need for the purposes to fill the gap budgeting. So they're supposed to pay some of that money to the family that's receiving the benefits. And that's meaning the fill the gap budgeting is meaning that the amount the child support is distributed to the family is equal to the difference. Now, this is a lot of wording, okay? Is equal to the difference between the maximum eligibility standard and the recipient's income, essentially to fill the gap between income and need. The countable income and TANF payment amount are added together and subtracted from the standard need amount. Did y'all get all that? It puts and keeps us in poverty, Jason. You are sure right. Hey, Frank. Now, out of all that wording, now, all of that, right? Guess how much Georgia has paid in the child support that has been collected to the families receiving TANF between 2005 and, 2015 and 2019. With all that being said, all that jargon, everything, they're supposed to be paying something. Zero. I'm sorry, it's 200. I thought it was 303, $280. So for $280 in a cash benefit in Medicaid, they are keeping every penny of child support paid on those children's behalf. They're not paying anything, but on the books, it looks like they're paying something. See the child support hustle? See it coming alive? You want to unfuck the child support system? Stop stealing this money from low-income families. Just stop it. Hey, Ethan. Okay, so I want to move on to Texas. And if you follow the child support in the news and everything like that, Attorney General Ken Paxton, I think it's Paxton or Paxton, he made headlines back in November that he broke the records of child support collections. He collected $4.8 billion in child support. So he's bragging, he's making all the headlines and everything like that. So guess how much Texas passes through to these low-income children that receive TANF benefits? They have signed their right, the parents have signed their rights over to the state of Texas. Guess how much they pay since they, collected $4.8 billion. They pass through $75. What's the monthly benefit? $303 a month. For that, somebody paying $1,000 or something like that in child support, they'll get $75. Way to go, Texas. Follow the money. Somebody said earlier in the comments, take the money out of it. We can't. This is all about money. So since we're talking about Michigan. I didn't talk about them in this, but Michigan. Oh, before we move on, now consider Texas and all the stimulus money that was just offset and garnished to pay child support arrears, the money that was stolen to pay child support arrears, all those TANF cases that they kept all that money from all these children that have these cases, and they passed through the $75. Now picture all of that money that the state kept. Of course, they were going to collect record numbers of child support money. That's a given. You just stole billions of dollars from people. And I'm sure it happened all across the country, but everybody else probably didn't want to expose the hustle, expose the scam. But Paxton said, he ain't care. He just let everybody know, look how much money we just stole from everybody, from these kids. But we gave them $75 though. You see what I'm talking about? And Mississippi says they don't know how to unfuck this system. Why would they? They're getting paid. So now on to Mississippi. You would think that they would pass through the money collected, since they have very high poverty. They're the number one state in child poverty, with 28.1% a child poverty rate. The overall poverty rate in the state is 19.6, which is the highest in the country. And the families with annual incomes of below $10,000 is 5.7%, which is the second highest. You would think they'll pass, something, since there's a senator on record saying he don't know how to do anything with this low income family. The social net program that's supposed to help families in poverty. He doesn't know how to. He don't know. First of all, pay these people their money. So the monthly TANF benefit is $170 for a family. And these numbers, the monthly benefits are for a family, like a custodial parent and 2 children. So $170, they are forcing that custodial parent to sign over their rights to child support while they're on the system, and future child support payments if the arrears accrue, which they probably will because of the Bradley Amendment. Go back and read my article that I wrote about why Bradley Amendment needs to be repealed in order to get this system together. But if they owe arrears on this case, they may never get a child support payment based on them having to sign their rights over to the state in return for this $170 a month. And this is how I got caught up in the system, because they didn't tell us. They don't tell you. I don't know if they do it now, but in my case, they just said you get an extra $50. That's what it was in Ohio. The extra $50 if you got the TANF payment and you signed up for child support, then you got a payment. You got an extra $50 in your check. At that time in Ohio, it was $341 for myself and my 2 children. So when this whole thing was implemented, the welfare and child support reform thing, you had to cooperate with child support. Ohio gave you an extra $50. So that's how you get trapped in there. So that's how that works. So not every parent, not every non-custodial parent with a child support order is on child support because they don't take care of their children. No. That's a myth. I'm here to tell you it's not true. So thanks, Rob. I'm trying to. Oh, before I move on, let me say congratulations to my nephew. He graduated from college, Bowling Green. Rodell Rahmaan. We are so proud of you, nephew. We love you. We should be able to, the program is the child support is not supposed to be means tested. So that's a whole different thing. Like that's what I'm saying. The system needs to be abolished because it's all built on lies. It's all built on, it's smoke and mirrors. So what they put down as, they put all these lies out, the Deadbeat Punishment Act, like they built up this facade what the system is supposed to be and how it's supposed to operate, and none of it was true. When you get down to the bare bones of it and you go and look at the structure of this and how they put it out, it's like air. It's no backbone to it. They just made a villain and went with it. They made the deadbeat dad the villain and just went and started robbing everybody. They robbed the dad, they robbed the mom, and they robbed the children. And they've been doing it forever. So, okay. So here's an example. I talked to this mom out of Hawaii. Hawaii doesn't pass through any money. So she had to get on assistance. She said for 6 months, she had a rough time. So she had them send her a statement to let her know how much the benefits added up to that she received. and they sent her a certified letter that said the total was 50. I got it on here somewhere. $5,200. 50. Shoot. Dang, I must have erased it. It was 56, 52, or $5,600. So far, they have collected from her ex, from tax refunds and stimulus money. They have collected over $14,000 and counting. How I met her was on Twitter, and she's tweeting to Pelosi and McConnell and everybody trying to get her money back. Of course, she's getting ignored, but she's trying to find out, where's my money? Where's my children's money? They're stealing it. So, and another thing, if you are on public assistance and you get off, when you stop receiving that money, those grants, because they're not loans, ask for a statement to show what exactly the amount is that you are supposed to have received from the government. So, and they don't try to keep tacking on, because you'll never get a child support payment that way. They'll keep adding money, so you'll get 5-cent checks or $2 checks, which I'm seeing a lot of this year. Last year, the end of last year, people were posting checks for $2. That's why these checks are so low. They're stealing the money, blaming it on welfare. Oh, can everybody drop a like on the video, please, and subscribe? Oh, if you're watching this, I'm gonna post this on Facebook later. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, please subscribe to our channel. And if you are on YouTube and you can go over to our Facebook page, the Child Support Hustle on Facebook. If you can like and follow our page, it would be greatly appreciated. And you can also find out about read our blogs, find out all the information on the childsupporthustle.com, and follow our other social media links from the website. I'm sorry, I still get fumbled up, but my son is sitting here keeping me on track. He's a social media person. He's the one that got me all onto this. So, okay, so yeah, you want to make sure that you get a bill when you stop and say, how much do I owe you guys? So they won't keep accumulating the bill. So that was just a little rundown about the pass-through. If they stopped withholding this child support money from these families and these children and pay these kids their money, yeah, that would unfuck the child support system really quick. And I'm gonna give y'all a breakdown of this TANF money versus the collections that they get. In 2019, they reported that child support collected was $32.4 billion, right? The pass-through amount was only $93 million. It wasn't even $100 million. $32.4 billion versus $93 million. That's a shame. I can't believe people are not in the streets protesting, especially with this daggone stimulus money. If you want to stimulate the economy, pay these people their child support. I can't believe custodial parents are still allowing this stuff to go on with all the information out here and getting 2-cent checks. This lady had a check for 5 cents. 5 cents. Make that make sense. So, myself as a parent and an advocate, along with, there's several people, it's not just the Child Support Hustle, there's several organizations and several people out here that's fighting for the cause. If they need to know how to fix this system, since they won't abolish it, they need to. But if they need some ideas on how to unfuck the system, Senator, feel free to get in touch with, there's numerous people. There's so many organizations out here. We can get you together. I just explained one in 25 minutes. Give the children their money. Give these parents their money. And we don't even want to talk about you locking parents up and taking their license and put the back, making their credit scores go down and all that kind of stuff. Fix this system. Stop punishing people for being poor and being parents. If married parents aren't punished like this, married rich parents, married poor parents, married middle class parents aren't punished, and you're not in their households telling them how much to spend on their children or punishing them because they didn't spend X amount of dollars, you should not be doing this to unmarried parents. Because some parent doesn't live in a household does not make them absent. The fact that an elected official made a statement like this should outrage everybody, because this program, this system, this enterprise is destroying lives. Parents are committing suicide because they have nothing left, because the child support system, the family court system has destroyed everything. That's nothing for somebody that is elected to lead to say something is fucked up and they don't know how to unfuck it. If that's the case, that should be their only priority, because we pay their salary. Oh, and we pay for welfare too. Sorry if I got kind of intense there, but this kind of stuff pisses me off. So yeah, I'm out. I'm glad that people tuned in. This is only my second video on YouTube, so I'm still trying to get adjusted to. I'm usually on Facebook, but you know they like to censor over there. I had to throw that in. So if you're watching this on Facebook, thank you guys for all your support, and thank everybody. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. I have a great team that works too, so works with me, and we are always looking for volunteers. We're putting something together now, guys. Some flyers we want to ask y'all to put out. I have a letter because we want the legislators to erase the state-owed child support debt. You want to stimulate the economy? Erase that debt that's owed to the government to recover welfare benefits. That'll free up so much money for these non-custodial parents, and it'll keep them out of jail, restore their licenses, etc., etc. If you need to contact us, you can reach us here. You can reach us on Facebook, just send a DM. Email cshustle1@gmail.com. I know people have reached out. I've been really busy. So I'll get back with you as soon as I can. If I don't respond in like 5 days, just send me another email. Hey, I sent an email, just like a reminder, just a little nudge, okay? So you guys keep fighting. It's breaking through. They can't keep doing what they're doing. Remember, they can ignore. I always have to write this down because I used to have it when it was one, but now they can ignore hundreds, they can ignore thousands, but they cannot ignore millions. God, it didn't even have to look. May y'all stay safe and keep fighting. We are all worth it. And be kind to each other.